Welcome everybody to Let's Play FTL. I'm number 12 and yeah, I just didn't feel like playing towns today. And I wanted to show you this game because I really enjoyed it. I really spent countless hours on it already. And I think it's going to be quite fun. So as you can see, FTL is a game that plays in space. The story is quite simple. There is a federation and rebels, and of course they are at war. And the federation is about to lose this war, already has lost it. So guess which side you're on. We'll just start with a new game, and this is the ship list. We can choose one of those 9 ships. You have to unlock them by either reaching certain points in the game, like the NG cruiser is unlocked once you have reached sector 5, I think, and yeah, some of those are in specific sectors of the game, so specifically owned sectors of the game where you have to find a certain event, and you often have to have a certain type of crew member or a certain type of equipment for that. So it's quite fun to do. I didn't manage to unlock the slug cruiser yet. That's a bit annoying me. I've been trying to do it in many games already, but it's kinda hard to come by. So I just didn't manage to do it yet. But I hope I can change this really soon. Maybe even in this playthrough. I don't know. So yeah, we have those ships, and each of these ships has a type A and a type B, which is unlocked with achievements. So if you use the ship and you do something special, like here you can, if you repair back to full health when you only have 1 hit point remaining, then you get this achievement. And if you get 2 of 3 achievements, you unlock type B of a ship. I'll show you this in this case. Type A is a ship with 3 human crew members, an Artemis missile launcher, and a burst laser Mark II, while the Type B has 4 basic lasers which only have 1 shot, but you have a Zoltan crew member, a Mantis crew member, and 2 humans. We'll talk about those races as we encounter them. What I wanted to show you is that the Type A and the Type B vastly differ from each other. More or less. There are some ships where it's not quite the case, and some ships where you really have a difference between the layouts, room-wise, and of course the weaponry or the equipment. For example, this ship doesn't have any weapons, but it has a huge teleporting bay. This is pretty useful, especially in the early game, but also those guys might be screwed if they encounter an automated ship. Today we're going to use a cruiser I personally don't really like too much. Actually, it's a ship I really dislike. So you're probably going to watch me fail this. It's the rock cruiser. You can see I dislike it because I only have 1 achievement with it. So I didn't yet unlock the type B. And the reason why I dislike the ship is it only has missile launchers. When those are strong and can bypass shields, they have very limited ammunition. And if the ammunition is used up, you can't do anything. Let me just put down the sound volume. Okay, so let's try this ship. Oh, also you have 3 rockmen as crew members. Those are amazing in combat because they don't take damage by fire. And they have more health than any other race, but they move slow, so they are not quite fit to maintain a ship. Okay, let's start the game. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. That is a good advice. And now we have our very own ship here. The first thing we'll do is move one of our rockmen to the engine. You will see once he reaches the computer here, our evasion chance jumps up to 15. And we will put the other rockman either to weapons or to the shields. I think I'll put him to the shields right now. The point of this is increasing the recharge speed. That's something you generally want. We'll also put some energy into the weapons. Yeah. This is actually one of the most vital parts of the game. It's the energy distribution among your ship. Sometimes you just don't have enough, or you have something you don't need, but some other system that badly needs the power, so you kind of need to manage it from time to time. This can be quite interesting. Okay, we just jumped. You arrive in a system and immediately discover a pirate ship nearby. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard. You salvage anything useful but find no clues as to the whereabouts of the former crew. So we just found a shipwreck and we got some free stuff. Fuel is very useful, we need a lot of that. Drone parts are useless at the moment because we don't have any drones. Once you have them, you need drone parts to deploy them. And we got some scrap. Scrap is basically money. We need it for a lot of things, like repairing, buying stuff. That's actually everything. So 2 things. Oh, also upgrading, but that might be considered buying. That was something else I wanted to mention. Alright, we can drop that. So each of those points is an event. Or a store, which is kind of an event. So, yeah. This might be a combat, it might be a distress call, it might be some kind of quest, but most often it's a fight. There is an augmentation for our ship that allows us to check what likely or what is likely at one of those beacons. But we don't have that yet. I think we might find it. I hope we might find it. I really like having it. And yeah, without it we are forced to either look for a map of the sector. There are sometimes ships that have a map of a sector, or sometimes you have scanning stations that are guarded by automated scouts. And you can download a sector map from those. However, we don't have either of them, and we just spotted a rebel ship nearby, which is rigged for transporting. So let's see what they transport. We demand the surrender of their goods. Yeah, they don't want to fight, they try to jump away. That is kind of annoying, because now they charge their FTL. FTL, for those who haven't grasped it yet, means faster than light. It's kind of a teleporter. Oh, bomb missed. That's a good thing, really. Okay, that missile was kind of wasted. We still need to take out their weaponry. Yeah, systems take damage, but if systems take damage, their energy is reduced. So the reactor can't put as much energy into the system itself, which has some rather dire consequences for the ship itself. For example, our oxygen system was just hit and destroyed because it only has 1 hit point. And now we don't have oxygen. So we still have some in the ship, luckily. But once this is used up, we are pretty much screwed. Okay, we managed to disable their weapons. That is exceptionally good for us, because it means they won't fire at us for a while. Great. The ship was gathering information, so this could have updated our map of the sector, but it didn't. Sometimes you just don't get anything from an event. It just happens. You have to live with that. Yeah, you want to max out the time you spend in a sector, because following a sector is usually harder than that. It has stronger enemies, better equipped enemies, and all that stuff, so you want to get as much out of a sector as you can. A rebel ship is guarding this beacon. You order a pursuit course and prepare to scratch up one more. So we have another ship. They have an anti-ship drone that shoots us automatically, which is kind of annoying, because it can keep our shields down pretty well, and also because they are shooting us. Luckily they didn't aim for the shields or weaponry for some reason. They usually do, and it's really annoying. Coincidentally, it's what we are doing as well, mostly because it just makes sense. That sound you just probably heard was a hull breach. That means the hull of this ship is damaged, and the room was depressurized. Depressurized rooms are your friends if they're on the enemy ship. Assuming you're not trying to fight in that room. Now we're having a lot of hull breaches today. Because they mean that enemies will slowly take damage in the room. And they have to fix that before they can fix whatever is installed in the room. So we got some missiles, some drone parts, and some scrap. As you can see, we got much less missiles than we pumped into the ship. And that's why I dislike this cruiser, because you really lose a lot of missiles while trying to get somewhere. Okay, now we have the rebel fleet approaching. This red circle is the area they will have covered in the next turn, so once we have done our next jump, they will be here and ready to go for the next section of the map. Okay, we'll jump to this nebula. Nebula are very useful and very dangerous. Useful because the approach of the rebel fleet is much slower while you're in the nebula. Dangerous because you don't have your sensors, so you don't see what's going on your ship, and you don't see anything else. If you upgrade your sensors, you can look into other ships. That doesn't work too. And also some events rely on you not being able to track someone down. We will try to get to this station and attack the rebel scout. I hope this wasn't a bad idea. It probably was. Also, our crew is getting better, so you generally want to keep somebody at his station. Because, for example, our pilot and our engine guy are getting better by just evading incoming shots. They have once they evade 15 shots, they gain a level and are even better. And we just got a heavy laser Mark 1. It's not a good weapon, but it's Useful in our case because we don't have to rely on our missiles anymore, solely on our missiles. I'll likely try to sell it. You can see the red area is much smaller than before. So we'll try to spend a bit of time in this nebula. Okay, we could trade 2 missiles for 2 drone parts. No. And here we have a pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. We'll attack. You power up your weapons and move in to engage. Okay, now I'm going to slightly change my strategy. The laser is useless right now because they have 1 shield and we only have 1 shot. Ouch, they hit the helm. If you're piloting or your engines are red, that means completely broken, you can't dodge anything. That is not good. Okay, yes, we just disabled their shields, which means we can now happily fire at them and miss completely. Thank you for that. Okay, they hail you. We realize our ship is no match for you. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. Now we have the choice of letting them go and accepting their offer, which is 2 fuel, 4 missiles and 10 scrap, or just ignore them and keep on fighting. Since we'd get 4 missiles and I think we spend a bit less, I'm going to accept their offer this time. I usually don't because you can get more out of it, but since we are relying so heavily on missiles, I'll just accept. Now we have to wait until the piloting bay is fixed, which it is now. So let's move on. We will hit... we won't head right to the exit yet because we still have plenty of time. Okay, an unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty if you sit tight. So now we could either fight this thing or accept their bribe. And I'm kind of tempted to accept their bribe for 2 reasons. First is this super shield, which will just soak up damage. We cannot get through it just yet. And we'd have to waste several of our very valuable shots to penetrate this super shield before we could deal some real damage to the ship. The other is this, which looks surprisingly like a burst laser Mark II, which would deal some pretty annoying damage to our ship. So we'll accept their bribe this time and move on. Now there's a distress call. Before we go to that, I want to upgrade the med bay. Just one. We likely won't power it at all, the 2nd level, only very rarely. But having a 2nd level med bay has many advantages. Maybe I can show you one. Yeah, there we go. You locate the source of the distress call, a nearby human mining colony. An unknown disease has spread virulently among the workers. They are trying to set up a quarantine to mitigate the spread of the disease, but lack any enforcement and the riot seems likely. So now we have 2 white options and 2 blue options. Blue options are usually the better options because they are unlocked by having a certain crew or a certain equipment. In this case, a rock crew member or improved med bay. And yeah, those white options always have a good or a bad ending and are often quite, they're really bad. and are often less rewarded than the blue options. So since we have two, we'll probably go with the med bay. You use your med bay to help synthesize a cure. Your military-grade medical computers are easily able to isolate the cause of the virus. Previously unknown spore that was unearthed during excavations. Wasn't there some movie with that plot? I think it was Ghosts of Mars. It was a terrible movie. You are quickly able to inform the colony's leaders of your success in reverse engineering a cure. So, we got some fuel, some drone parts, and some scrap. Medbay level 2 has some other benefits too. One is you can use it if your oxygen system is broken and your ship is completely evacuated. Because the weapons, the Medbay Mark II, can heal your crew even if they take damage from a lack of oxygen. That is kinda important if you want to stay alive. Okay, this beacon was completely empty. I think we can do one or two more until we have to jump to the exit. I'm not very keen on having to fight the rebel fleet just yet. Okay, upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we will let you continue on your way. So they're just trying to get some scrap from us. We don't have that much, and we would reject that anyway. I don't negotiate with terrorists or pirates. So reject. Too bad you will regret this decision. I doubt that. I really do. We'll go with our classic proven strategy. We will hit... Oh my god, this is gonna hurt. We'll hit their shields. This was a good idea. Okay, now we have two hull breaches, which pretty much sucks. Sorry, it wasn't no pun intended. Now those rooms are slowly turning red. Oh my god, they have hull missiles. Our rooms are turning red, that means we have hull breaches. Okay, we could keep on fighting, but honestly I don't think we should do it. Although they are down to one weapon, actually we... Now this is tempting. No, we'll not accept surrender. I think we need to seal off this room. Okay, get this fixed. Great, we have fixed the hull breach. Crew has stopped taking damage. And now we will finish off this ship. They don't have any weapons left. Sadly, we can't take down the shields with our lasers. We could take down the shields themselves, but it wouldn't get them. Okay, so we got some more scrap. We didn't get as much fuel as they offered us. We'll power the medbay for now because we need those two guys patched up. Yeah, we lost a lot of oxygen, but the oxygen system can replace it easily. Now we're going to repair this hole and then move on to the next beacon. Right after going to the medbay again, of course. We will depower the medbay after they are healed because it's kinda useless to have it powered without needing it. So this was our engine guy and this one was at the shields. I'll also wait until they actually reach those rooms. As I said, rock crew is kinda slow. What do you expect? They are rocks. Okay, I think we can fit in this before we head to the exit. I hope we can fit it in. So another civilian attacked by a pirate. Well, such a hero will aid the civilian ship. And this is a Mantis Scout. I don't really like how those ships are laid out, because you cannot attack the weapons and shields simultaneously with a beam weapon. Why did I do that? It was kinda silly. Okay, you have to fix this. Order of your weapons really matters in this game, because the rightmost weapon is first depowered if your system loses power. So you will generally want to keep the weapon you want to stay alive on the leftmost side of the weapons bar. You can switch that in combat, it's easily done, but you should keep it in mind. Okay, so we got some more scrap and some drone parts and stuff. That's good. Okay, I was right, we can still jump to this beacon. Okay, we have an intelligent life form. Okay, now we have a choice. If we communicate peacefully, we might get either nothing or an NG crew member. If we sell them, I guess we'd get some scrap. I want that NG, sadly we didn't get it. Nothing. We got absolutely nothing at all. Maybe we get the same event later on. That would be fun. Okay, now we have the sector map. This is interesting because it tells us how the entire game looks like. So you can kind of plot your path for now. If there is a particular sector you want to get into at the end game, for example. Because if we choose the upper sector, for example, we can't go down that lower path anymore. Those sectors would be completely out of reach for us. Also, I see I'll likely not get the slug ship in this game, because I don't think there is a slug home nebula here. The slug home nebula would be, I think, in this area of the game, and there is absolutely no nebula here. So yeah, we likely don't hit the slugs there. If we're lucky, this could be a slug home nebula. I don't think it, but I guess we will try it anyway. Not sure if we can actually make it that far, but we'll see. Another distress call. Here's a crew member. You arrive at a smoldering NG research station. Its distress call unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis most likely. There may be someone left alive, or else something of value left on board. We will board the station. Your away team reports a wounded NG and a functioning drone schematic. Then someone yells. The station reactor is overloading and they're running out of time. I think we'll save the NG. Your crew returns safely to the airlock with the injured NG, and you put some distance to the station before it blows. The NG, impressed by your crew, volunteers to join you. This is great. NG are great engineers, as the name suggests. So they have double repair speed. They suck at fighting, they only deal half damage. But they can repair things really fast, and they move faster than our rock crew. I can show you just as a comparison, those two guys over here. The NG is much faster. For now we'll put him at the weapons, because we have a shield guy with some experience. Oh, come on, move it. He's so slow. And I think putting this not passable wall in the middle of the ship was also not the smartest idea the rock engineers might have had. Because it forces those very slow moving guys to move around it if they want to fix something on the ship. I don't see why anyone would plan with such a ship. I don't think why you would actually desire that. But then again, I'm not a spaceship engineer. I guess they had their reasons. You arrive at a green planet with great plains and rolling waterfalls. It would be of little interest to the engineer by. Yeah, Engie are kind of machine people, so probably on to say. Let's set shop. Okay, now we could either buy some more crew, but we already have an Engie for our repairs, and human crew is not that good actually. Humans are boring. They are usually the first crew members I replace if I have too many, because they just don't have any special traits. And you're mostly better off with a crew that has some special traits. For now, we want to fix our ship and buy all the missiles we have here, which is not too many. We'll also sell this beam drone. We might actually pick up a few others, so it's not a loss. We don't have a drone control system anyway. And I think we should upgrade our shields a bit. Yeah, I'll put 1 point in shields. We can't get another shield bar here, because that would require 2 units of power. But we can do that next time. For now, let's keep the med bay powered with 1 bar. Okay, you overhear Mantis comm chatter. Negative! I have killed more humans! You gulp noticeably, but luckily they don't see you yet. I am a ship full of rock people, so I don't care about how many humans they killed, but... Okay. We can now attack the ship or attempt to remain concealed. I think we'll attack. Those are bomb launchers. Bombs are a bit annoying because bombs can be teleported. Okay, that's quite what I didn't want. We've just been boarded. And one of the best ways to deal with boarders is to force them to come to your med bay. Because in the med bay, your troops are healed while the others are not. This leads to a rather heavy discrepancy in survival chances. Okay, they landed a hit on our weapon system. We can have our Engie fix that in a moment. If you have boarders on board and the room is evacuated, they will run to the next room that has air. In this case, the only available room was the med bay and that small room that will house the teleporter. So they had to run there. And as I said, in the med bay you can pretty safely fight almost everything. Let's just look at the repair speed of our stuff. It's amazing. Okay, we missed that shot. That was kind of stupid. Okay, that was good. We want to keep the weapons down as good as possible. So now their weapon systems are completely destroyed. And sadly we will need to use 1 more missile for them, because we have 1 laser. Okay, some 20 scrap, that's not bad. Some fuel and some drone parts. I hope we get a drone part buying station soon. We could get a fair amount of scrap with them. We'll be fine for now. You receive a distress call from a nearby NG ship. Assistance requested. Danger present. Imminent destruction. Let's help them. Those guys don't have a teleporter. This is going to help us a lot. They do have a bomb and a beam weapon. That's two things I dislike. And we will please charge this. Yeah, beam weapons are pretty devastating if they are aimed right, because they do damage to all the rooms they touch. Oh, we set a fire here. Doesn't matter. Okay, maybe it does. Just put those weapons down. I hope they're too slow to... Yeah, they're too slow to make it. Okay, we got 2 fuel for that. It's not very good. We could have made a lot more. But, well, it's better than nothing. Let's get this second shield on now. Depower this, and now we have 2 shields. 2 shields are pretty good at this point of the game, because there isn't too much that can get through those. You can still be hit by missiles, but that's only one. Most ships have only 1 or 2 lasers, so they can't really get you with 2 units of shields. Also, other ships will have 2 shield bars soon as well, so your initial weapons are often not good enough to beat several units of shields. We already had that event. This time they have boarding teleporters, so they will probably try to board us. Guess we can already prepare for that. Yep, adding the med bay, added a teleporter, and company M2. Yeah, you know the drill. Evacuate everything, they'll move around. Then we will... we don't need oxygen for a while. Just hold your breath, guys. Now we can add some power here. And we will let the ship be re-oxygenized. Damn, I was hoping we could take down their weapons before this happened, before they shot again. Ooh, they teleported the corpse back. I hope you're happy with it. Okay, let's get those guys back on position as fast as possible. For a bunch of walking stones. And also let's try to get this done with only our lasers. They missed, that's good. Saves us a lot of trouble. Okay, now they can't dodge, so I think we won this. We won this quite decisively. I really like to have a better laser, but can't have everything. This time we got 3 fuel. They were more generous already. Not very, but we got something. Ooh, an asteroid field. I hate those. Okay, asteroid fields are annoying because in asteroid fields you get... They are teleporting NG onto the ship. That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. As I said, NG aren't the best fighters. They actually suck at fighting. great engineers, but terrible fighters. Also, we don't need much more than bringing down the shields and everything in an asteroid field, because the asteroids will do much of the work of our work for us. Yeah, now it's the med base on fire. That's not good, but we can live with it. Your crew would take damage in the fire as well, but we didn't because we were kind of because we were in the med bay and it was healing us. Let's hope we can send this guy back to work in a moment. I think you can safely make your way to the med bay. You will have to go here. Let's power the heavy laser. Yay, we resisted. Go douse that fire. I think it's too slow, yes. No, so the meteors did a lot of our work for us. We only used one missile, so I think we made a missile-wise profit with this fight. So it was worth it. Go back to the shields, please. You fix this. Yeah, since we have an NG now, we can use him as our repair crew. He's much more mobile than the rock guys and also just way faster than them with repairing. Let's have him healed quickly. Yeah, repairing is also a task that has experience, so this guy will level at repairing really fast because he gets to fix everything that is broken on the ship. And since we are at war, there will be a lot of things breaking on this ship. Come on, fix it. There we go. Now we can jump to the next sector. Let's take the speed and then jump to this. Yeah, we'll aid the civilian ship. We'll likely be boarded again, so let's already start moving. Wait, you two go here, you go there, you go there. Open all doors, close this door. Yeah, have fun boarding. If you upgrade your door system, you can also you can stop them. The doors won't let intruders through, and that's pretty amazing. Oh wait, I rearranged the weapons earlier. Shouldn't have done that, almost wasted my laser shot. Oh, that's not good. I hate this. There. Oh, it seems like I forgot to add some power to this system. Let's hope I get to fix the oxygen system before the NG asphyxiates. Thank you, that wasn't needed. That was absolutely not needed. Awesome, we got... Oh crud, he died. That was the worst thing that could happen to us. Because it also reset the repairs on this system. now we need another NG. Come on. Yes, we did it. It cost us our repair guy, and that's quite a loss actually, but we survived, and that's mostly what counts. Although I like that guy. I really did. NG are pretty amazing. We can afford to power this with 2 bars just to speed up the healing process. If you heal rocks with only 1 level of medbay, it's taking quite a while if they are really low on health, like they were now. Also, we'll just buy some more power bars. Oh, now we can actually we have 2 heavy lasers now, so we could actually try this, and yeah, this means we can get through 1 level of shields now, and still land 1 shot. We also have to upgrade our weapon system, then we can use the full force of our weaponry. Let's take down a scout. Yeah, he has a cloaking system that's annoying. It's one of the most annoying things the FTL has to offer actually. Cloaking means you cannot target a ship, and yeah, that means your weapons won't charge while the enemy is cloaked. Let's see if those hit. Yeah, we managed to take out the laser. I hoped it would depower the guns. Oh. That was cloaking again. Bugger. I don't want to waste an entire missile on this thing. Yeah, he has an ion bomb. The ion bomb is annoying if the ship is targeting the shields, because it can bring down your shields really long. But if you throw it into an empty room like he just did, it's just wasted. Okay, we got some more stuff. We got a missile as well, and we can jump to the next sector. It's an uncharted nebula. Now, the bad thing about uncharted nebula is that you might run into an ion storm. And ion storms are annoying because they let you only have 1/2 of your power. And as you can see, we are using a lot of power. So we might want to keep steer clear of those ion storms. However, this is like a regular nebula, so the enemy fleet won't find us that fast here, as we have a lot of fuel. Where did we get all this fuel? Oh, oh good. A rock armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings, but when you hail they grow suspicious. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid. Leave. Now. So we could leave, we could feel insulted and fire, or we could just use our rock crew members, because rocks are kind of racist, they only like each other, and often lead them out of the nebula. We will do that. The rock grudgingly transfer control of their helm to you, and you steer them to a thinner part of the nebula. They are not sure what to think, but transfer over some supplies all the same. So we got 40 scrap. That's quite a lot, especially for this point in the game. So now we can't do right now, but we can do nebula. Now we can use this again, this again, this, and this. And we also have two here. Yeah, the medbay can deal with 1 power. That is enough for most purposes. But the engine is something you might want to keep powered all the time. Mostly because the engine allows you to evade shots, and evading shots is not something you can ignore. They only have one shield. I suppose we can attack them. Yeah, we will put everything onto their weapon systems, except those, because hull missiles deal greatly more damage when they target an empty room. And it sort of feels like a waste to use them on a non-empty room. Great, their weapons are down. Now to the shields. I know I could have taken out the shields first, but I didn't feel like it. And now we could technically destroy them with a hull missile, but we can get the same result with just lasers. No, we don't accept surrender. They'll have to reach deeper into their pockets for us to spare them. If we had 65 scrap, we could also have tried to buy that weapon from them. But sometimes they just don't transfer it, so you lose 65 scrap. Okay, I think we got more than they offered us, so yeah, it was a good fight. I think we might actually be lucky this round, because we got those 2 heavy lasers. Otherwise we'd have quite some trouble right now, because we'd be running low on missiles. Also, I think I'm going to great, an iron storm. And an enemy with 2 shields, that's not good. Where did they teleport to? Oh, to the weapons! Guess what? You'll go out of there soon enough. Okay, we will drain one of those. No, we won't. This should do. Though we don't really need one shield. They have missiles up, so the shield won't do us any good at the moment. Now it would. We'll stop the oxygen system for just a moment. I hope this wasn't a mistake, and it won't cost us another crew member, but I suppose you should be fine. Hey, this guy leveled. So now we have an even better chance to evade. Oh my god. Right, I forgot to remove the oxygen. We won't accept that. It's a poor offer. Okay, now we will re-oxygenize our ship. Those should yes, do. We got 33 scrap. That's amazing. Go back to 22. Let's see if yeah, it's at home. You can safely go back to work now. Okay, let's get out of this nebula. It's about time. Let's see where we can. Okay, let's try it this way. sometimes you're in trouble because the path you took doesn't allow you to get to the exit beacon. So you have to go quite a way back, and that might lead to you running into the rebel fleet, or actually having to jump several times through the rebel fleet. And as I said, the rebel fleet ships are really well equipped, and you shouldn't try to fight them too often. I think they get better the more you fight in a sector. So if you have to battle your way through more than one, you just can't win. It gets really hard. Also, I'd like to hit some of those shots just for change. God. Right now, our lasers are useless. We can't do anything. On the right side, we are training our crew quite well. Okay, now we can actually let's down those ships. Now we have the upper hand because we can destroy this the shield system, the weapon system now, and the drone. Once we have those two down, we don't need to. Let's fix the weapon system. I wish I still had that engine. Once we have 100 scrap, that means we could get another level of shields. 150 would be better because then we could just buy all the energy as well. Otherwise we'd have to drain some systems. I guess we could do without the hull missiles. Probably going to sell them at the next store anyway. Do we have a store nearby? No. So it's waiting for this single Rockman to fix the weapon system. There you can see we have 12 evasion chance now. We had 10 before this guy leveled in piloting. Now we should get to 17. Yep, 17. That might not feel like much, but those 2% evasion are really worth it. If you drop a lot of points into your engine and have a high level engineer, I guess, and pilot, you can avoid a lot and you take much less damage than you might otherwise. So I really recommend dropping some points into those skills and into those systems. Okay, we have intruders and one more to go. You know the drill. Oxygen out, medbay on. Oh, we're fighting in the medbay. Guys, that wasn't a smart idea. Close that door, please. Yeah, as you can see, the medbay is holding our life points steady while the enemies are taking damage. Is there anyone else moving? Yeah, I have to close the door actually. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Back to here. There. And the shields. Yeah, your FTL only charges if the pilot is on station. Otherwise it doesn't. I was kind of expecting that in a world where space travel is as easy as pushing a few buttons, there was a way to keep charging your FTL drive without having to be physically present in the captain's thing. But apparently there isn't. So I suppose the technology of putting a brick or some heavy object onto a button to keep it pressed went out of fashion. And we have a scout that tries to inform the rebel fleet about us. I don't like that. I really don't. Let's get our hull missiles back this time, because we really might need them. Okay, this drone won't hurt us, as long as we maintain our shields. Which we probably won't do. Ah, they hit us. They hit us. Could you please take down those shields? Greatly. Bring down the shields. Smaller machines down. And of course we missed. The thing you should know about those automatic scouts is that they repair without any kind of problem. Damn, I was hoping their systems would break. Kill it, yes. Ooh, the weapon's on fire. Okay, we got 16 scrap out of this, but what we mostly wanted was staying ahead of the rebel. Because if this scout would have managed to jump away, they would have warned the rebels, and the rebel fleet would have made a great deal of progress in the next turn. So we'd have had much less time to actually finish this sector without being molested by the rebel fleet. Okay, old drill again. Fix your ship. And I think I'm going to end the video after this. Sorry if this just got it's just background noise. I think I might have moved the microphone a bit. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, once those repairs are done, we will save the game and continue this another time. This episode is quite long. It's much longer than my usual Towns Let's Plays. So I'll probably spend a night or two getting it rendered and uploaded, because my upload speed still sucks, and this is going to be a very large video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. And next time there will probably be more FTL. As usual, if you want to comment, you may do so. If you have any suggestions, if you wish me to fly another ship next time, if you want me to play another game, if you want me to do something else, leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm looking forward to subscribers. I have one already, so if you subscribe now, you would double the amount of my subscribers. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye!